Yo, what's up with y'all, man? This is gonna be a channel message, I guess. Not I guess, this is gonna be a channel message. Alright, so I realized that channeling is about letting source work through you as a vessel. Let's say that your brain is like the trunk of a tree, and then your spinal cord is like the biggest root connecting it to earth. You are literally a divine seed using this human body as a vessel to act out whatever you want because you are source. And the thing about source is that it's like a bacteria. I'm not gonna lie, it's self-replicating. You ever seen a clip of bacteria starts as one, then splits into two, then four, then 8, then 16, then 32, and then 64, and then 128. What's after 128? 1, 2, 4, 140, 246, 258. I don't know, man. But yeah, I can't do it off the top of my head. But yeah, source is it's the connecting force that holds all the reality together, and we all interact with it. Let's say consciousness is a flow of energy, like a wave. The beginning is here and the end is here, and there's infinite space in between these 2 points. It's kind of like Gojo's infinity. Basically, the blue is a thought. When you think about something, you have to have the outside information to pull it inside of your brain to actually conceive the thought, like, oh, this is an observable scenario and I'm inside of it. So if I'm able to change what I'm observing, then the scenario will become something else. Does that make sense? I hope it is. But I guess it's like the frequency thing. If you meant to understand it, then I guess just stay tuned, because I'm definitely gonna go into more depth. So let's say that yeah, it's like Gojo's infinity. You feel me? Both of the waves keep going that way, but they never come to an end, because as soon as it's about to come to the end, this one comes, and as soon as it's about to come to the end, this one comes. So it just goes on forever. Blue represents thought, like memory. You have memory and you have active thought. The person who you knew you were, and then the person that you're becoming, boom. And now with emotion is, it's like red, like reverse curse technique. Like, since it's emotion, the way the reverse curse technique works is the same way with multiplying a negative number against itself. If you have, wait, I tried to make a -1 symbol, but it just looks like I'm holding up 2 lines. But you have the negative, boom, you have the 1, -1, and then boom, you have another -1 in front of it. How many times can you take away -1 from -1? It would only be once, so then it would create a positive number, which does not make any fucking sense. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That shit don't make no sense, but it does at the same time. If you think about it, if you got a spot for a -1, and you got a -1, and you put it in that spot, how many times can it enter that? You feel me? It don't make sense, but it do. It's like I'm right here with y'all. But yeah, I'm right here with y'all. So it's okay, because I'll help y'all understand it, because I don't understand that shit either. So let's keep going. When you realize that you have the ability to act out, act out the energy for source, it's so weird, because you remember that you're still human. It's like your source using this human body as a vessel to interact with itself. It's like the world is I used to hear a lot that the world is a reflection, or the world is a mirror, but it's not like that at all. The world is your internal state manifested externally. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but I ain't gonna lie, it's like my vessel that I interact with the world through, because I identify in my head as source. I ain't gonna lie, it was so hard for me to stop identifying with terms that are on the human plane and scale. I used to identify a lot with the term black male. Black male, bro. And nigga. And nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I still identify with that word. But once you realize that you source, that's the only thing that you gotta identify as the living soul in that current moment. And if your body is already, you feel me, set in its gender, you don't even have to think about how to act because you're already that image. So I realized if I kept thinking about like how would a black man operate inside of this society, it was holding me back and slowing me down. So I had to think about how do I feel about this person interacting with this reality, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, it's trials and tribulations with being a black man, you feel me? But it's also like the society that a lot of black men are brought up into, and like what they look up to and praise. Like, man, I know y'all know about the King Von epidemic, bro. I don't even gotta say no more, but I ain't gonna lie, it's really deeper than that. Like, I know that I'm not the only person, but like a lot of us don't have dads. Like a lot of the black community doesn't have active fathers, and that is so crazy how normalized it became. But I have it. Fuck it. I don't even know. I'm supposed to be channeling the source, but I guess this is just like, you feel me? Another version of source, because source got to work through me, and I've been trying to keep me and source separated, but they one and the same. So you feel me? Me personally, I grew up with my father. You feel me? But for the first 5 years, my dad was in jail of my life, or the first 5. So I kind of got introduced to him. So my perspective on like what masculinity is as a black man, it's like definitely hugely responsible, like for my father, because when he came out of jail, yeah, my mom had my sisters, and basically my dad just became the caretaker and provider. Like, I remember we were living in like, I don't want to say a little sketchy apartment, but like we were living in like a little sketchy apartment game. What am I talking about? That's what it was. But it wasn't sketchy, but like it was sketchy, I ain't gonna lie. But it was good, like it's all I knew. But then my dad came back, and it's like all of a sudden, like life just started upgrading. Like we moved into a house, and it was like the standards. I'm not sure. Yes, I'm recording in the bathroom, by the way. I didn't want to go outside because the lighting was looking weird, and I don't know, I just felt like recording here. I'm bathroom camping right now. So I don't know. Yo, I keep saying I don't know. Let's try to get in an active state of speaking, because when I speak of my own emotions, it's like I don't really know. It makes me feel weird. But I definitely seen the type of man that my father was in real time, so it gave me a chance to edit myself. You feel me? It's been some life stuff going on recently, and like I could say that's why I haven't been consistent on this content stuff, but I just haven't been doing it because I just haven't been doing it. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna make no excuse, and I ain't gonna act like I'm not that person, but we still always got the chance to channel for source. You feel me? No matter what type of state of mind we in. And damn, do I want to say this to YouTube? I guess I'll save it. But nah, ain't no point in saving it for another time. But basically, my dad, he just got sentenced to like some jail time. It wasn't that much time. It was only about 15 months. But in about 15 months, I'll be about 20. It's crazy. Like, my birthday is in like, no, not even 3 months anymore. It's June. My birthday is in 2 months. I'll turn 19 in 2 months, man. And I guess that's been on my mind. You know? Cause like you do get older in life, you feel me? And 20, that's the age that my mom had me. My mom had me at 20, so it's like I feel like I'm getting up there, but at the same time, it's like I'm lost. I'm not lost because I know that I gotta let source work through my body and channel its energy out through me, but it's like at the same time, I know that I'm human, and I know that my body is a vessel. So this world that I'm inside, it's like a dream world. So I'm unconscious right now. I'm just unconsciously following a program. The only thing that's conscious is my soul. But I wonder, like, since I'm like conscious, since I'm as conscious as I am now, does that mean that my soul is bleeding through my vessel, or can my vessel never be as fully conscious as my, you feel me? Like, that's the type of questions I'm dealing with right now. And I know that ain't nobody gonna be able to help me, because let me stop. I ain't even trying to turn this into one of them cussy videos, because I do be cussing sometimes, but it is really hard for me to understand the perspective, and sometimes that's just what I fall into because that's what I know. And I do want to stop doing that, because I don't want to have to edit my videos or go back and look at a past version of me and then be like, oh man, this dude got frustrated and then he just started cussing up a storm. Like, I don't want to be that type of person. So I guess this video is just like a cheers to being active and consciously making decisions, you feel me, as Source and as you feel me, because you and Source are one and the same, man. Yeah.